My name is Ferenc Jordán. I'm a Hungarian biologist based in Budapest, working for the Central European University. And my key interest is environmental sciences. And if you do research in environmental sciences, you realize that the two major problems we have is the lack of integration of knowledge. We know a lot, but we are very poor in putting together. And the other is synergies, building synergies. So how to put together the different kinds of knowledge of different people. So every kind of large-scale global collaboration effort is very much welcome and very important. And ENRICH and the European, Brazilian, European, South American collaborations are very important from this point of view, especially because Europeans are very passionate about helping nature and protecting what is rest in nature. But in Europe, we don't really have any more natural habitats. So we have the expertise, we have the passion, we have support, fund, and we need to look for very good collaborations, how to protect the rest of biodiversity, what is available in Asia, in Africa, in America. So this European, South American bridge is extremely important for these purposes. And there are many important ecosystems in South America, like the Amazon basin, like the Humboldt Current, and the upwelling fisheries off the coast of Peru, like the Atlantic forest in Brazil. The key point is that we can get many things from nature. We can exploit nature in many ways. We can get timber, we can get fish, we can find very interesting chemicals in the forest to be used in medicine, in medical research. And we can make a very nice profit out of these products of nature. But we have to do it in a very sustainable way, a very smart way. If you don't do it in a sustainable way, we can have short-term profit, but we can generate huge expenses on the long term. So we have to be very smart. Natural ecosystems offer a huge amount of services to humanity, and we have to preserve them. We cannot exploit nature for short-term benefits in a non-very smart way. And then on the long term, we get a lot from nature. For example, a natural ecosystem, if it's functioning in a good way, if we maintain biodiversity, if we maintain the natural solutions against problems, they can protect us from floods, they can control the spread of global diseases, they can provide a lot of products to use, like natural products. They offer resistance against climate change, for example. So they do many things for us. And if we don't exploit nature in a sustainable way, if we generate major problems, then all of these natural services, ecosystem services, will be lacking or reduced, and it's extremely expensive to replace them. What is the key philosophy behind this kind of knowledge? The key philosophy is that instead of protecting nature, nature can protect humanity. The only thing is that we shouldn't completely destroy nature around us. If you don't do it, nature will protect us. We just have to leave it alone. We just have to, if we exploit it in a smart way, and then we get back a lot from nature. Natural ecosystems are very good in adaptation. They can adapt very well to climate change, for example. If there are extreme conditions in terms of temperature, in terms of precipitation, nature is very adaptive. They can solve all of these problems if we let natural ecosystems function properly. And then the reward, what we can get, is like the resistance of natural ecosystems and protecting us from all of these issues, what I said. So what are the concrete problems? First of all, we have to take care of the natural habitats. If we take care of the natural habitats, marine and coastal and forests, and so on and so forth, then biodiversity will be automatically protected. Nature will protect itself. And if biodiversity is maintained, then everything works well. So we have to take care of the natural habitats. We have to take care of the connectivity of natural habitats. So if we have nice forest patches, for example, but many forest patches, we have to make sure that they are connected, they are not isolated. If a natural habitat is beautiful, but it's isolated from the rest, it's very bad for all of the animals and plants living there. So isolation is not good. We have to maintain the habitat and the connectivity of the habitat. Because in many places, we don't really have nature. We don't really have pristine nature anymore. We have to think about social ecological systems. And we have to, for example, if you think about coastal ecosystems, it's not only nature, it's not only human settlement, it's not only civilization. It's both of them together, and you have to manage them together. So there's an increasing need in in research and innovation, and very soon in industry, to look at these systems and social ecological systems together. Like if you want to manage coastal fisheries, small-scale artisanal fisheries, you have to look at the people doing it, you have to look at the fleets, you have to look at the economy of the whole fisheries, and you have to look at the marine ecosystem, and you have to look at the connections between all of these. Some years ago, some decades ago, it wasn't like that. Some decades ago, conservation biologists, conservationists wanted to protect nature. Now there's no hope to protect nature if you don't look at people, if you don't look at the society at the same time. We have to build smart cities, because cities are larger and larger, and a huge proportion of the surface of Earth, of land, is already human dominated. That we cannot change this. But if it's human dominated, it still can be better or worse. We have to build green cities which are habitable for many animals like birds. We have to make them a suitable habitat for them, because also if the city is green, then we don't destroy so much the connectivity of natural ecosystems. So the cities can be like ecological corridors between natural habitats. So the big challenge for the cooperation between Europeans and South American partners is to increase understanding, and if we understand how these systems work, then we can exploit them better and we can protect them better, and we can have a much nicer future. And there's a huge universe for potential innovations here, because we have to understand the system, we have to manage them, we have to collect a lot of data, we have to incorporate all of the natural sciences knowledge in decision making. So there are many ways how to put together things, and the main area for innovation here is to improve integration and synergies between Europeans and Latin American partners. That's my view about this kind of collaboration. Thank you very much.